be sharing a lot of experiences that I have experienced in the past and how I learned to be a more confident person. And I am actually very happy that like the majority of the audience is girls because the majority of the speech I'm also going to be focusing on body image, which is like an issue that I know many girls face. Yes. Okay, so before I begin this actual speech, I want to ask you guys, are you confident? Are you a confident person? Do you think you're a confident person? Yes? No? Yes? Sort of? No? No? Sort of? So what do you guys think makes a confident person? Like what traits? Like how do they behave? How do they act? I'm gonna give you guys like 10 seconds to think about it. Okay, so for me, I think a confident person is doesn't really care about what other people say about them. Like, for example, let's say someone judge you like based on like your appearance or something. They can say, "Oh, I think your hair looks ugly today," and a confident person, they wouldn't care. But on the other hand, a unconfident person, they would be, "Oh, really? Does my hair really look that bad?" And they would go to the mirror or try to fix themselves, and they would really care about what others would say about them. So that's like the major difference between what I think a confident person is and what a unconfident person is. Okay. So to me, I think that confidence plays an important role in our lives. When we're confident, we're more likely to move forward with people and opportunities. And instead of backing away from them, we're less likely to do the things that we don't want to do, which includes like risky activities that our peers pressurize us to do. And so the inspiration of my speech also comes from a YouTuber, and her name is Linda Sun. Do you guys know her? No? No? Okay, probably. She's not that famous, but in the summer of 9th grade, I saw her channel, and at that time, I wasn't really feeling confident about myself. And what I didn't feel confident the most about was my body, because I just feel like if I changed my appearance, then I could be more accepted. So that was kind of a dark past I had with my body. So anyways, as I clicked through her channel, I saw how she recorded a lot of her struggles that she had with her body. And then I realized how that I wasn't alone in the struggle of trying to body shame or feeling like I'm not perfect enough, that she was there. So she made me feel like I could have someone that can relate to me. Okay, so yes, she was one of my biggest inspirations. And from her YouTube videos, I also wanted to try to inspire people the way that she had inspired me, which is also another reason why I signed up for this speech, is because I want to try to influence you guys to look at yourself and maybe other people a little bit differently and in a more positive way. Okay, so when a person is confident, um, they're they're not going to feel like sometimes not everyone is confident all the time. Although a confident person may claim that he or she is very confident, when they're doing something, sometimes they will feel comfortable and sometimes they won't feel so comfortable. So right now, I want you guys to think about something that you guys feel comfortable in doing and something that you guys don't feel comfortable doing. You guys can like discuss and talk to each other, or if you don't feel like talking to each other, maybe you can just have something that you think that you don't really like doing in your mind. So I will now give you guys about 1 minute, if that is enough. Okay, now I'm going to go around and ask you guys which you are comfortable with and which you're not comfortable with. Starting with you, Cynthia. 学姐. So are you, what are some activities in school that you don't really, are not really comfortable with? Or maybe just something that you are comfortable with? You know what, let's start with something that we are all comfortable with. What are you comfortable with? Reading, very nice, very nice. Reading, very nice. What about you? Drawing, very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. Claire. Sleeping.
Talking with my friends.
Talking, thank you. Talking with your friends. Oh wait, what can you say? Talking with your friends. Okay, so why do you think these things make you comfortable? You're good at it. That's a key factor because you're good at it. So you like talking?
Not really.
Not really? Don't really like talking? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you like talking?
I'm worried that I might say something that will offend somebody or.
Oh yes, I totally get that. Okay, now moving on to the other side of the room. Okay, let's start with Nini. So, what are some things that you feel comfortable in doing at school or at home?
Talking with you.
Talking with me. Oh my God! Thank you. Okay.
Chatting with friends.
Chatting with friends. Very nice.
Staying with friends.
Staying with friends. Okay. Ambition. Okay. What about a activity? Like an activity. Reading. So these are all of the activities that we're comfortable in doing, right? So now I'm going to share something that I'm also comfortable in doing. And this is something very usual, very common, and that is just taking a shower because I feel like showers are nice and they make me feel comfortable and I can sing in the shower and express my feelings. So that makes me more confident in my own opinion. Okay, now moving on to the things that don't really make us feel comfortable. Can we think of something? Yes? So, oh wow, I see a lot of nods. Okay, so what are some things that you guys don't feel so comfortable in doing? Like, kind of uncomfortable. Would you like me to share first? Okay, I'll share first. So, something that I'm not that comfortable in doing may be also sometimes socializing with other people. Because in my class, there's like a lot of guys that I want to know, but sometimes I just feel like they don't want to know me, so instead of trying to get to know them, I just back myself away. I'm like, no, you don't want to know me, so I'm not gonna try. Yeah. And another thing that I'm not comfortable is sometimes at lunch, I used to compare what I would eat with my friends because I wanted to have a better body. So I thought that if I restricted myself and if I ate less, then this would lead me to a goal of getting a desired appearance. Yeah, so that's something that I don't feel so comfortable with. Okay, now back to you, Cynthia. So are there some things that you don't feel so comfortable with? Exercise. Okay. Why don't you feel comfortable in exercising? You're not good at it. Okay. So, moving on. What are you uncomfortable with doing?
No, taking my mask off in school.
Taking your mask off in school. Oh my God. Why?
Because it makes me feel like more exposed.
More exposed. Okay. So right now we have we don't feel comfortable doing things that we are not good at and we are uncomfortable when we're exposed. Okay, I will get into all of that a bit later, but let's move on. So what are you uncomfortable in doing?
Math.
Math. Me too. I suck at math. Okay. What about you?
Giving a speech.
Giving a speech, yes. Yes, true. This is my first time actually giving a speech that would be very long, so yeah, I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable about it too, but I'm stepping out, you know? Okay, so what about you, Mimi? Some things that you don't do. Triathlon. Wow. Okay. Moving on.
Making new friends.
Making new friends. I can relate to that. Math. True. Speak up. Okay. So, as I have said earlier before, these things that make us uncomfortable are often things that we think that we're not good at, or just the things that require us to step out of our comfort zone. So that's the main things that makes us feel doubts about ourselves. So right now, I'm going to ask you guys another question. So what are some doubts that you had before on yourself? Like maybe it was because someone said something to you or something happened to you that caused you to create this doubt. So I will give you guys 30 seconds to think. You guys can talk to each other. Any doubts? Don't doubt your answer, it's okay. Okay, now I'm going to come back to this side of the room and ask you, so what are some past doubts that you've had? She's thinking. Okay. Do you need time to think? Okay. Okay, you're ready. Okay. Let's go.
Writing Chinese.
Writing Chinese. So why did you have doubts with writing Chinese?
Because I'm the only one that's not in CSL and didn't get proper education in Chinese.
Okay. I was in CSL before though, but yeah, I still suck at Chinese, but okay.
Why am I that stupid on math?
Why? Oh. Okay. I used to have those doubts too, but then I told myself that it's okay because everyone is different and we're all good at different subjects. Like me, I'm not good at math, so I accept that fact.
This sounds very broad, but who I really am. Like because
Oh, yes.
there's like a lot of people who don't know me might look at me with a kind of stereotype or expectation, and then I feel like I have to fit in that stereotype, or if I'm not that expectation, then who am I? So I'll have doubts about like, am I a good enough person, or am I the way I'm supposed to be?
Oh my God, that's a very good response, very good answer. I think a lot of us face these doubts especially in our age. We often question ourselves like, what am I really doing at school? What am I really doing in life? And who am I really? So that is actually because as teenagers, we always question our identity. So it's actually very normal. So I hope that later on we can discuss more about our identities and discover. Okay. Now, what are some doubts that you've had on yourself before? Speaking fluent English. Okay. I think you speak very fluently. Okay.
I think it's like trying out new things, like I'll have doubts, like can I really do it, or like I cannot.
Okay. And So oftentimes we do a lot of actions and because we're afraid that we're going to make someone not like us, right? We all want to do the likable things, but sometimes we don't always have to follow the rules that other people place on us.
Just why I can social with other people easily.
Social?
Social with other people.
Now, let's just say that if you were doing something that you weren't so comfortable in doing, but your peers, they decide to do it, would you do it? Like if your friends, they went to this, let's just say, it could be this speech. It could be this speech, like participating. If your friends participated, would you feel more comfortable in doing this event or any event? Yes? Do you think peers have a huge influence? So, can you remember a time where your friends or peers influenced you to do something? Like anything? Like either motivated you to become a better person, like for example, studying hard because you see your classmates like, oh, working hard, or either triggered you to do something that that triggered you to change yourself. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay, so I can also share my experience of how my peers motivated me to become a better person. So it was in triathlon that I saw a lot of my friends who were working very, very hard, and they were training recklessly day and night. They were not giving up, and from this, I learned that I shouldn't give up so easily, and that I should always try my best and just try my best when I'm in a competition or training. Yes, so that's the positive part for the motivation. But for the negative influences, it could be body image. So this is actually a very funny story. It happened in 7th grade, and my friend, she was just going to go to the swimming pool, and as we were going to the swimming pool, she started to look at her arms, and she was like, oh my god, my arms are so thick. And me being the positive person I am, I just said, no, your arms are very thin. They're beautiful just the way they are. And I thought she was just going to shrug it off, and she was just going to be like, she's not gonna say anything, or she would just like, I'll say thank you. But she replied, and also it was a surprise to me. You said, no, my arms are just as thick as yours. So she literally just like turned this whole pool of negativity back towards me. So I was just, I couldn't say anything. I was just like a little bit offended, I guess, but that was one of the triggers to why I started to want to diet, because of what my peers had told me. Because they made me think and feel that I wasn't worthy and that I wasn't enough just because that I had a different body type. Yeah. Okay. Now, time for you guys to share. So, can you remember a time that your peers influenced you, no matter like if it's positive or negative?
You always encourage me to attend lots of activities, saying that I can do it well during the physical training.
Aw. Thank you, thank you.
Say
So-
something negative. Wait, positive or
It could be
negative?
positive or negative.
So like a lot of girls in my homeroom, they compare like how these girls are like, oh, I'm so fat, I should eat less, and I'm like, oh, should I eat less too? No.
True. Because sometimes when all of your friends or peers are saying the same things to you, you start to doubt yourself and you start to think, wow, should I also think that way? Should I also do what they are doing? Yeah, so I totally understand that. Okay. Your turn.
For inviting me to KCDT. Yes.
KCDT.
Yes.
Did you enjoy the experience?
No.
Okay, moving on.
This is a really simple one. Is that some of my friends really like a TV show, and then so I went and watched it just because they liked it, but I didn't really like it myself, and that was okay because they wouldn't pressure me, or like our friendship wouldn't change because of anything like that. So I think that's good.
Okay, so I would say that's a positive influence then? Yes. Okay, moving on. Beanie.
Like when I'm first a new student in Kang Chiao, like some I would say listen, but like I feel like she's looking down at me in some way, so it motivates me to work even harder. Yes.
I feel like one of the negative influences is that because there's a friend and we, like when we're at home, we always chat with them, and then like it makes me feel like if I don't like be on my phone and then reply their message, then like they would dislike me or just like stay away from me. So I kind of like become like use my phone more like as I make more friends. I think that's kind of negative.
I feel like for positive, like I attend everyone because of her, and I've been debate KC because of her. So I feel like I can attend more activities that I'm not good at, and because of my first friend. As yeah, it's just like positive influence.
Huh? Adam, of course, feel free.
Talk about you.
Talk about me. Oh, okay, sure.
You're the positive influence of me, like for swimming and triathlon. I just feel like I can never like catch up on you guys. So and you just give me lots of energy and
But you deserve it. You deserve it. You're a very hardworking person.
For positive influences, I think that's my friend telling me maybe I should be more confident.
That's very good. That's very good. Because confidence, again, is the key. And I'm not just saying that because this is like the main point of what I'm talking about, but it's actually very, very, very important. Okay, so now that we know that peers can have a lot of influence on us, do you guys also think that we also have a very big influence on them? Like, have you guys ever tried to influence someone in a positive way? Or a negative way? Have you tried? No, not negative way. I mean, positively. For example, encouraging them. So, encouraging, yes? Yeah. So it's very important to also encourage our peers or encourage each other when we feel like we're not enough, when we feel a little bit down, because I feel like this is what makes everyone able to move forward and move to a more positive atmosphere. Because if everyone is just consistently shaming themselves and consistently saying that they're not good enough, or just throwing a lot of hate on themselves, then they will never become the person that they want to be. Their life is just going to fall downwards, like down this hill. Yeah, of course we don't want that, right? So sometimes when I feel depressed or when I see that others are depressed, I look on on the bright side and I try to cheer them up because I know how important it is for people sometimes to hear good things about themselves. A lot, like, we all like to be complimented, right? Yeah, so of course, if we like to compliment someone, then they must also like it when we compliment them, and it gives them confidence. So confidence can also be created within ourselves to other people. And being confident is not just about feeling good about yourself, it's also about making others feel good about themselves too. We shouldn't like push others down to make ourselves feel good. We should also lift themselves. Not lift themselves, yeah, lift themselves. We should lift them up. Okay, now. Okay, I literally forgot what I was going to say. So, wait, I'm having an awkward moment. So, so I'm also going to talk about more experiences from my past. And basically, do you guys remember that I told you about Linda's son? Yeah? I saw how she made a lot of YouTube videos. And this also inspired me to create my own YouTube videos, which also addresses body image. And no, I'm not gonna play the video. but to have like a brief idea, social media also has a lot of influence on us. And I think that we need to get ourselves on the correct side of social media. Because sometimes, for example, if you are like, if you just got influenced by a peer saying that, oh, you need to go on a diet or something, then you start to search on the website saying, oh, how do I lose weight fast? How do I blah, 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 blah. And then you type all of these things, and then there's all of these sources that say, oh, you should try intermittent fasting, you shouldn't eat carbs, you should avoid sweets and all of that stuff. But to be honest, a lot of those things are not real. So we need to distance ourselves from the things that are just unrealistic. And also to mention the unrealistic part, there's a lot of girls on social media who, you know, those on Instagram, they have those like perfect life, and sometimes when you look at them, you might be like, oh, I kind of want to be like them. I kind of like want to look like them. Yeah, that's also like a main reason of why many girls suffer from issues of body image. Okay, so now that we're in this topic of body image, I want to ask you guys, what do you think body image is? You guys have like an idea?
The perception of your appearance.
Yes, perception of appearance. That's a very, very good answer. Yeah, that was like just the answer I was looking for. So the perception of our body. So what do you think are the causes of these perceptions? Peer influence and social media. Yeah. So have you guys ever faced any pressures regarding your like body or appearance? No? Appearance? Well, from the past, as I have mentioned earlier, like in 7th grade, my peers had influenced me to really think about my identity. And as girls, I know that a lot of us, we tie our appearances to our worth. but now I realize that appearance is not everything, because what really matters is still your personality. And I think a personality really shines out this person as a whole, and it's not just about like what's on the outside. Yeah, you know, like you see a lot of books, they say, oh, you know, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. Yeah, I know, I'm just repeating all that, but it is the truth. And at the end of the day, people don't really care about like what weight you were before or what weight you were after, but they actually, the one thing that they can notice is your confidence, like your confidence levels. If you always smile, you know, and if you really love yourself, then everything that they are going to say to you won't even matter. It won't even matter to you, like what they really think about you. So if we can increase our confidence, then we can start to look at ourselves in a more positive aspect, in a more positive way. Yes. So now we are going to go into another activity, and this activity is called increasing our confidence. And how are we going to do this? So first we are going to say 3 things that we are proud of ourselves for doing today. What, yeah. Or maybe like this week, what have you done or what have you accomplished that made you feel good? Maybe helping someone, or maybe just like finishing something, finishing a project, or talking to someone.
How can you say what's up?
You look like you're ready, so I'm just gonna look on you.
I texted my pen pal who is in Ukraine.
Oh,
So I made a new friend from Ukraine, even though I haven't met her, but
cool.
That's very, very nice. Yeah, you can help out other people. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay. So what is one thing that you are proud of?
Yes. I turned my homework on time. No, yes, on time. Yes. I did a debate competition this week. Oh. Very nice. And
I just finished my grade weekend.
Good job, good job. Okay, moving on. Let's start here.
I just finished my competitions project last week.
Ooh, that's very nice. So a lot of pressure released.
I sleep at 12 today. Because I usually sleep at like 1 or 2.
Okay, so that's improvement. That's improvement. Okay.
finishing that test.
Finishing math test. Yes.
I get my own theory after KC
Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, so I want you guys to try to, like, after this speech, maybe think to yourselves, oh, what am I proud of achieving today, and what have I done that makes me feel good about myself? Yeah, instead of just thinking what I didn't do, what I could have do, what I should do next, and all of that, just stay in the moment and think, I did this today. I'm very proud of myself. And when we keep on adding to this thinking and increasing to this, we will start to feel more confident. Right now, I'm trying to also incorporate this type of thinking into my life, like daily. Before I go to bed, I would just think about what I'm happy that I have done today. And I think it really helped me boost my self-esteem. So yeah, you guys can all try that. Okay, so do you guys have any questions that you want to ask, or anything that you guys would like to add, or any experiences you guys would like to share? No? So, you have, okay, Claire. Claire?
I don't have anything.
Okay. So hopefully, you guys have a brief understanding of why confidence plays such a major role in our lives, and hopefully you guys can start to see how great you guys really are, because although I don't know all of you, actually I know all of you, but let's just say, even if I did not know you very well, I can feel that you guys are all very unique and you guys all have a lot of potential. So believe in yourselves and be confident, because you guys can do it. And whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve it as long as you believe it and you put in the effort, you can do it. Yes? Thank you.